I am replacing the door latch on a 2013 Hyundai Santa Fe Sport. Reason being, the car is saying that the door is open even when it isn't, and apparently that is part of the door latch. It doesn't have a separate switch for the door ajar. So first thing you need to do is pull your door panel. You're going to want to pull this speaker cover. It's just on with little clips. Pop that off, unplug it. Then you're going to want to take a Phillips head screwdriver, pull this screw here, Phillips head screwdriver, pull this screw here. Then starting at the bottom, there's an access hole to start popping off the door panel clips. You just work your way around, lightly, gently pull them off, try not to break them. And then behind it, you'll have to unplug, I believe, 3 plugs for the window, the door lock, and the speaker, I believe. And then you'll have a little clip right here which will unhook the, what do you call it, door handle. So you pull that clip, pops right off, and now you can take your door panel and set it aside. Next, you will want to pull this speaker off. It's got 4 screws on it using a T20 torque bit. And then you will want to lower your window down. There's a rubber boot here and a rubber boot here that covers these access holes. Lower your window down until you can see the screw. Loosen them up a lot, but not to where they come off. And you should be able to get your window off. What you'll want to do is slide your window all the way up. And I put tape on it to hold it up. And I also used a rubber door stopper to wedge in there to make sure it doesn't fall while I'm working on it. Next, you will want to remove these 3 screws. They are a T30 torque bit. And there's an access hole here. Pull this plastic cover off, and you'll want to loosen that screw up. It should stay in place. That will help you, that will allow you to take off your door handle. First, you take this outside piece off. Like so. Put that aside. And then this front piece should pull out and then slide over, and you can pull it out. Might have to reach around the back. There we go. Pulls out, slides out, and there's a plug. So it's just going to hang there until you get that other part of the other door off, inside of the door off, to be able to unplug that. That's the hardest plug to unplug. Put that aside, come back around. You'll have 10 bolts around the perimeter of this inner door panel. I don't know what it's called. They're 10 millimeters. You take all of those off. This is the last one. Unscrew that real quick. Also, I unlatched all of these cables holding the wiring on here. I don't know how much needed to come off, but I pulled them all off to make it easier for me. And then it should just, oh, also one last screw you have to just loosen. This screw right here. Loosen that up. And this whole inside mechanism should slide forward and in. Like that. And now this whole piece should come right off of there. Lift up. Okay, right there, and on the other side over here, kind of drops down in, so you gotta pull up and pull over, and then the whole piece should come right out. And there you have it. Your inner door panel, or whatever the name of it is off. Okay, now we have the door latch we are looking at. This is the new one. I already put it on. To take the old one off, you'll have to pull these rubber boots through the holes back here. The new one comes with rubber boots. And also unclamp these off of here, which they will just, if I can get this camera right, this will pop right off of here, and then you can just tweak this and it'll come right off, top and bottom. If you're unsure of how stuff is going to go back, take lots of pictures so you can put it back the way it was. This piece here is what holds the outer door handle on. This does not come with the door latch, so this has to go, the old one has to go on a new. You will unlatch it right here. Literally just a plastic clip that slides through and it pops right off. And then you have your one cable that comes off of your door latch, loops around, and this snaps into place right there. And the cable itself, I'm trying to get the best view here with the camera, is right there. So needle nose pliers, screwdriver should be able to get it off and the new one on. So you want to make sure that clamps in place, and also clamps in place here. And this, the door latch itself, slides into place here, here, and here. And one push, the new one goes on, one pull, the old one goes off. There's a plug here that has to be unplugged to take the old one off. And then reverse that to put it back together.